Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt in Japan coming at you today with Siege War for Cybertron Autobot Springer. I just got this guy about an hour ago. Been waiting for him, had him pre-ordered on Amazon, and he just showed up here today. So I thought we'd take a look at him up close, and let's see, right off the bat, let's just take a look at him in the box. There he is. Really excited to get this figure. Been waiting like a month to get him. Autobot Springer. Nothing you haven't seen before with the packaging. On the side, you do get the really cool artwork, and there is, of course, the blacklight effect, and just sort of outlines, kind of picks out the outline of him. And there is some writing here on the side. So I'm not sure what that says. He is a Voyager class, so he's a little bit bigger than the Deluxe, obviously. Product info, you get the same artwork on the side. On the back, you have Autobot Springer. There he is. 25 steps to convert. And he is a triple changer. So he transforms from a robot to a helicopter to a vehicle. 26 steps to the vehicle mode. And you get your Battle Masters there. So yeah, without further ado, let's get him out of the box and see what he's all about. Okay, so here we have Springer out of the box, and let's take a look at him. One thing I noticed right off the bat was some QC issues with his arm here. This side seems to peg in nice and secure, but when I was kind of moving him around, this part, I kind of don't want to show you on camera because it comes off very easily. Basically, it's this. If this isn't secure and this part isn't hooked in the back, if you're fooling around with his arm movement, it comes, like if I were to pull this down, it's part of the transformation, but if I were to kind of move this arm out, it kind of pops out. So that was one thing right out of the box that I noticed. Other than that, he looks great. Get in close on the head sculpt. I do have G1 Springer here next to me, and I will be comparing them in a sec. You get the battle damage on here on the front. I'm assuming where the bumpers are for the car. A little bit on the chest here. You got a nice Autobot decal there. That head sculpt though is really nice, really spot on. Very G1 going down. Yeah, he's got the nice variants of green. You got this sort of lime green here, a little bit lighter pale green here, and you got sort of the kind of bluish gray for the legs, and he does have more of that weathering battle damage on his legs. Very nice indeed. He looks very good. Turning him around again, on the top there you get some more of that battle damage. He does have a port here for a stand if you want to pose him on a stand. You can all see all sorts of stuff going in there because of transformation. He doesn't look too bad as far as, you know, the triple change effect or whatever. Doesn't look like it's too difficult to figure out. But anyway, let's bring in G1 Springer and compare them. So here he is, stage left. There he is, and just looking at them side by side. Hello, I'm G1 Springer. Hello, I'm Siege Springer. And yeah, they really nice homage. Obviously, you see the differences, but for the most part, yes, they're the same guy. So yeah, I think let's put them just side by side there. There he is. So we can do a little. Kind of get them like that. So yeah, there they are side by side. So let's take out G1 Springer and let's look at this guy's articulation. Actually, before we get into the articulation, let's see what his accessories. He does come with 2 swords, which also double as the blades for the helicopter mode. So these are really cool. So he can hold those very easily in each hand. So you're gonna get the kind of double blade look there. And also he does come with the helicopter sort of spinny thing. I don't know what you call this, the rotor, I guess. And it spins really, really nice. And these just basically plug in to there on each side, and that acts as his rotor, and that spins really nicely. I also have the G1 rotor here, but it's very similar. Actually, it's on the same sort of it's on the same similar design, and this actually the G1 spins just as freely, so it's really nice. So, anyways, he comes with that. So these come out, and they can double as swords. He also comes with 2 blasters, 2 guns. There they are. And let's just take a look. This is the G1 blaster. So it looks like this one. Let's take off this one. Looks like this one is sort of supposed to replicate that G1 blaster. But also they can combine. There's a port there, so they can combine like that. And you can have a huge gun like this. Or you can just pop that off, and he can be double wheeled in there. And also, just quick look at all the ports on him for Battlemasters, the like Cog and Six, what's his name? Six Gun, sorry. So yeah, he's got a port on his arm on either side. He's got ports up here. So yeah, technically you could put these in here. That's kind of another look you can have, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that look, actually. And then he's got ports on either side, right above his tires here, and nothing really on the back. He's got the feet on the bottom of the feet, and he's got here, here, and here, so you can technically store the guns back here too. And this is for the that's for the helicopter, for the rotor. So yeah, he can store his guns there. There's also storage on there. If you look back here, there's a little peg right here, and if you look on the sword, there's a hole there. So this also can be stored here. But from watching other videos, people say they kind of have a tendency to fall off. These seem like they peg in pretty securely to me. I mean, yeah, obviously, if you're playing with it and it gets hit, it's gonna come off. But for the most part, yeah, it holds pretty well. I don't really like that look of having the swords there, but it's something you can do. It's storage, so it's nice. There is storage for all the weapons, and also the rotor you can just kind of put back there too, if you want to do that. Anyway, so that is about it for the accessories. So getting into articulation, his head is on does a full 360 on a ball joint. You do get a little bit of wiggle and a waggle there, a little bit up and down movement. The arms are hindered a little bit, so you can kind of, I'm not sure if these go all the way back. That's about as far as you can go, kind of both ways here and until about there. It can go out. There's all sorts of joints in these arms, I'm assuming because of transformation. He does have a really deep elbow bend. He has a bicep swivel and nothing. I stand corrected. He does have a wrist swivel, so that's nice. Very, very posable. He does have a waist swivel as well. He's got outward movement on the leg. He doesn't have a leg swivel there. He has now the one thing you got to be a little bit careful with is he has a double knee. There's a knee bend here, but also because of transformation, this also comes apart. So just be careful if you're trying to bend his knee there. That can happen easily. That does sort of soft peg right back in place, but that is the actual knee bend there. And going down, he has crazy amounts of ankle tilt there because of transformation. It doesn't really go the other way, but yeah, you can get a little bit of movement there with the ankles. But yeah, as far as the joints and everything, he seems pretty. He seems like he's pretty tight. It doesn't really seem loose at all. He feels good. But like I said, yeah, there was just that one part there when I opened him up that came kind of unpegged very easily. So let's get him in his vehicle mode. See what that looks like. Okay, so here we have Springer in his helicopter mode. I was about to transform him into his car mode, his vehicle mode, but I got sidetracked. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit tricky, a little bit fiddly, the transformation. There's a lot of rotation and flipping and folding and things like that. But yeah, so we finally got him, and there he is, and really cool helicopter mode. Again, just love how that blade spins really nicely, and yeah. You bring it in the G1 for comparison, very similar as far as the shape and stuff. He's very broad in the front there, but yeah, they are side by side. So yeah, nice little helicopter mode. So I'm gonna pause again and see if we can get him into his final mode, his vehicle or car mode. You can kind of see where it's going from this helicopter mode. But yeah, the helicopter mode is cool, and I'm pretty sure I did it right. Let me know in the comments if I didn't. This could be pegged a little bit better, but yeah, for the most part, that is it. So yeah, let's try and get him in his vehicle mode now. Pew. Okay, so here we got him in his vehicle mode, and actually from helicopter to car mode, it's not so bad. Again, the transformation is a little involved. I did have to check some other videos to sort of finagle him into this mode. So anyways, looking at the vehicle mode, yeah, really cool vehicle mode. Again, you can kind of see where things were moving. These parts were kind of back for the helicopter mode, and then these parts were sort of together to form the back of the helicopter. But anyways, yeah, I almost like the car mode better, I think, than the helicopter mode. I spent so much time transforming this guy, I'm kind of tired now. Anyways, bringing in the G1 in his mode. The G1 was so much, so much simpler. The design, the way these parts retract in the legs. If you're familiar with this toy, it's quite ingenious actually. So there they are, side by side. Again, they're really cool. Next side by side. And just before we leave here, there are you can arm him up. Again, looking at the ports on his vehicle mode, you can put the guns. Whoops, you can drop the guns. You can put the guns up front here. You can put the guns up here. So yeah, tons of playability, tons of places to put the guns. They even have ports on the side here. You can kind of have them side, cover the tires like that. That's kind of a cool look. So yeah, plenty of options there as far as the weapons go, even all the way back here. There's little ports, as I showed you before. So that's all the sort of the ports you can use for the guns. Anyways, I actually like it up front like this, right in your face. Yeah, these don't tab in that well. So if you're putting guns back there, just be careful. Urgh. The ports are very tight though, so that's good. So anyways, there is War for Cybertron Siege Springer, finally in all his modes. I do like this toy. I definitely recommend him. It's gonna take some time for me to play with him and sort of get the transformation down. It's fun. It's not that intuitive. You do have to sort of be careful. I could see some parts breaking off if you're not really careful. So please, if you get this figure, please be careful. Follow the instructions and have fun. And thanks for watching. It's been Matt in Japan.